Alright guys, I'm gonna do the next guy. I already did some test shades here, but we're gonna do a Spartan Zvezda. Probably saying that incorrectly, but this is our person we're doing today. Same pose, and then I realized after we did the last one, on the back is a more full portrait. My finger's a little dirty from painting earlier today, doing some wood terrain stuff, so brown. But yeah, we're gonna do our Spartan. So let's get started. I got water. Let's see if it's brown. It's a little bit brown from earlier today, but yeah, it's just we're fine. We won't notice. Yeah, real professionals here. Okay. If I remember correctly, I can't remember which is which. I think we went to pink. No. We went to the Impish Rouge because it was darker on the pink scale, so we could do a better base coat. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So that one, we're gonna use our. Let's get our number 2. Looking for a number 2. Where's our number 2 at? There it is. Alright, number 2 is my favorite. So this brush is getting a little worn out though. We might have to. Oh, I got junk in there. Yeah, I'll clean my water later. I might have to get some new brushes. I have them already. I just haven't busted them out. So, eyedropper. We're gonna fill that with clean water. This is a reused bottle, so I'm not using bottled water for my paints. Just reusing the water bottle. Alright, so we're going to put a drop of this. I'll show you right here. Just like a little drop. Put over here on our wet palette. Just to try to... We can control the consistency of our paint a little more. If it's too thick, we can thin it. If it's not thick enough, well, then we just don't add any water and we work with what we got. So, again, just do a base coat. And looking at our reference, looks like similar to the last one. A lot of where the joints are is where black is going to be. So, actually, you know what? Saying that out loud, let's get our black in there. A couple drops of that. Let's get our undercoat or Under Armour, whatever we're gonna call it. Let's use that same water. Pull it out. A little too thin. So when it's too thin, you can just touch paper towel, which is why it's there. And then, well, this is brush is a little bit big for this, but whatever. Like I said, we're gonna touch it up with the pink anyway, but we're doing between all the plates of armor, between the toe or on the top of the foot, the back, between the thigh armor and the butt, and in between here on the hips, inner thigh, above the knee, or around the knee too, honestly, behind the knee. Let's get some more. Behind the knee, underneath the knee, or just getting anywhere. And again, it doesn't matter if we're a little sloppy here. We're going to come back over with the pink and clean it up once we're done. Let's do the gun all black because that'll be a nice base color. It's a gun metal or gray color, so we'll just come back over that. Yeah, and we're just doing thick coat of black on here because it'll level off. Bubbles, we'll just get rid of those. Get that glove too, and then we're not too worried about getting that glove inside that glove. Unlike last time where we had to figure out how to not mess up our base coat because we did the gun last. So we're just going to base coat the gun at the same time we're base coating everything else. Let's get under there. Let's do another one here. Let's get that front of that gun there. Trigger under here. Yeah, there we go. That's good enough. Let's do the pink base coat while the black is drying. Oh wait, now that we have it, let's do it. More water because our black water is a little bit darker than we want. And this is a smaller brush, so it's going to hold less paint. So we'll be coming back to that paint well a lot more often. And then pink, I think I haven't painted too much with pink. Who knows how the coverage is, but we will find out. I mean, it seems to me like any other, like a outline. I see this red here. I'm going to cover that up with black. So let's come back there, because I don't want to, it's like a little too close. I mean, honestly, I'm kind of, because the other one was red, I could get away with it, but I should have just based this whole thing black looking at it. Nah, we'll stay on course. There we go. Yeah, it's coming out good. It's coming out nice. I like it. See it getting real close. See the edge of that armor there. Nice thing, doing this base coat with a small brush, I know there's going to be a lot less cleanup on the pink than on the last one. I am going to have to go redo some of the black here just because I missed it completely. You'll see the red shine through. Let's do the belt wire down here. Yeah, it's even right there. I missed it with the black. So I wasn't looking too closely. It's a lesson learned on that one. So look, one of the goals of this is I'm going to be painting 1920 minis that I'm definitely trying to make, look good and pick, as much as I make excuses saying they're game pieces, and I still am trying. So an opportunity to learn from my mistakes. See right there, like looking, yeah, that looks pretty close, honestly. But yeah, an opportunity to learn from my mistakes, which I'm doing already. You're just talking it out. I usually paint in silence or listen to music, so talking it out and kind of running through my process out loud is helping, because the fact that I'm having to justify some things means I know I'm doing them wrong, and maybe I don't really think about that when I'm sitting here in silence. But yeah, I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? This is where I messed up. Saying it out loud. Plus, I'm gonna have to edit this. I'll hear myself saying it again. I'll be like, yeah, you really should have done that, dumbass. Like, that's fine. Nobody was good on their first day. Too bad for me, it's not my first day. So what's my excuse? Alright, we're going to come around this front here. That's just knee pad. See, I'm trying to find the edge. Yeah, looks like right. Yeah, so you guys can probably see it better than I can. Look at the looks of the camera. The camera makes it real nice. Maybe I'll start using that to paint. There, we get the edge of that. Making stuff with Bill is a channel I watch. He usually tells stories while he's painting. I get why now, because this can be a tedious one. And then, honestly, how do you stay interesting the whole time? You don't, right? Maybe that's why most people fast forward. And a part of this too is just me learning how to do the video as well, not just the painting, but the whole process. Make an effort to stay interesting, and even when I'm just rambling, I don't know if it's interesting, but hell, maybe you fall asleep. Yeah, that's right. That's how boring I am. Where's this leg armor here? But those things exist, right? Like people watch YouTube to fall asleep or listen to podcasts to fall asleep. So maybe that's where I start. Just a 2 hour long video, me being very monotone and just breaks in silence talking about the process. Maybe that's the niche for now until I get better. I don't know. Check out our podcast, Acoustic Videogames. We We're playing Fallout right now. We do our one-shots where I'll run occasional games and Jacob will run occasional one-shots, just trying out new systems and just getting out of our comfort zone. And it's kind of, a lot of this is exploring, like, hey, look, this is something new. Do I enjoy it? No, I don't. Cool. Now I know I don't enjoy it versus, uh, you know, you never know until you try. So I am enjoying this though. It may not be the best production, the best quality, and it will get better, and that's exciting. It's always exciting to get better at things. And even just learning the editing software and just switching cameras. I mean, that was a huge upgrade right there. I might, make some mistakes that seem obvious to you after you've made them. Why wouldn't I use my cell phone? Because I have a webcam, like, right? It's USB, plugs into my computer directly. Okay. Looking good. Base coat, pretty much done. Just clean this brush up. We're gonna grab some more pink. Let's see here. Shake that back up. But no, this is coming out better than I thought. I thought I lost one of these guys. I actually found it. It was in my airbrush. I was originally going to airbrush them all and prime them. And then I was like, well, it's already red and blue, right? So I didn't. Turns out I left one of them in there. So when I was organizing these things and looking for cards, I thought I was missing one. I couldn't find it. But I went in there and airbrushed some other stuff, doing some terrain, the same stuff I got brown paint on my fingers for. And it was in there. So that was a nice... Got me excited again. I was kind of bummed out that I had already lost a game piece, especially like something like this cool. I could have 3D printed another one maybe, but it wouldn't have been the same sculpt, and who knows? It just would have been a pain in the butt to try to replace it. So I'm glad I found it because it made me excited to do this again. So I have this, and then so Relic Blade has a single player Catacombs of Krull, I think it's called. So I'm painting up the terrain for that. I thought about doing it on camera, but I still don't have a solid camera setup yet. And those are big terrain pieces, so eventually, sure. But yeah, there's not this round. Not until I get a solid grasp on how to set these cameras up. And again, having the phone is a nice improvement. But I was trying to do a 2-camera setup so you guys could get a couple angles, but it was being a pain, and I wanted to get painting. I didn't want to fight the camera setup all night, so eventually there will be a 2-camera setup, but then it's like, well, how does that second camera look? Because it's like a GoPro knockoff. It'll do 4K video, but what's the focal length and all that stuff? Learning about all this is interesting, but I kind of just want to paint. Like that's why I enjoy this hobby. Like even 3D printing stuff it's neat to just pop out a mini and have it, but there's so much more to it than that. You gotta calibrate your resin, you gotta troubleshoot support, you gotta post process cleaning up support lines and those kinds of things. I just want to paint the mini, man. Like there's so much work. Like this is the fun part for me. And this is the because I'm not making the sculpts. All I'm doing is troubleshooting the process to get them out of a machine. I have a nice printer. It's nice. There's a lot of places like you go on Etsy and buy the sculpts if and you hope that they paid the creator for a commercial license. At least this way I know the creator's getting paid. A couple bucks per model. Sometimes you do like on my mini factory they have the tribes, I think they're called, or you can do like the monthly subs, kind of like a Patreon. You get a good chunk of minis that way. And I really like there's some really good sculptors out there. I like the dark fantasy and the sci-fi stuff. So, Flesh of God. I'm not going to try to remember them all right now, but that's the one that I've most recently purchased minis from. So they're in the front of my brain. Um, I have a lot of fantasy minis just because that's mostly where the D&D and those games, you just end up with a lot of fantasy minis. So I would like to do some sci-fi. Now Halo is pretty recognizable. I probably wouldn't want to use these for proxies in another game, just because they're so recognizable as a property. I messed up there. But it's still nice to have. And again, with the Halo Flashpoint set, it'll be neat because then they'll make sense there. But yeah, I have a lot of fantasy minis, which is why I got these things. You can kind of see them here in my backlog. Little sci-fi dudes with robot hands and stuff. So some sci-fi guys. I'll eventually paint all those too, but doing the Halo folks first. So what accent colors? Not really a whole lot, just black. Just like black here on the little ring on the armor here. So, and then the battle damage. So, I guess we'll just do all the black on the top of the boots are black as well. So remember that. All right. Face, gun. I think this is what we did for face last time because it's out. We're going to make that assumption because what could go wrong? Huh? It's just the smallest drop because we're very small visor. We don't need a whole lot. Let's grab a small little army painter guy that came with one of my kits. I don't know. Yeah, that's gonna be this whole thing, whole front dome. It's gonna be this green. Okay, cool. Let's do the gun. All right, let's look. The gun is gunmetal with blue highlights. Okay, like a cyan or a teal. No, we're looking aqua. Like there we go. It's like turquoise. Yeah, I like it. All right, so we're gonna use that for the gun highlight, but we're gonna do a gun. Oops, we're not gonna do non-metallic metals because it's a lot of work for 20 minutes. So we're gonna do metallic metals, or we could just do a gray. We don't have to do non-metallic. I could just do like a gray dry brush. It's a little bit shiny right there. Let's do a metallic metal. We'll do it. I have a gunmetal. Let's find it. True brass. Actually, I haven't tried this color, but I think it's too yellow. Gunmetal. So we'll use gunmetal for the guns that are metal. Shake that up. Give it a little more shake. I've been practicing non-metallic metals. Then, not for this many models. That's all I have to say. It still takes me a very long time to get those anywhere. It's like multiple trial and error, multiple let them dries and look at them in different lights and reference photos. It's for me, it's still a lot of work. So we'll do this. We'll go back. We'll go back to this guy. Yeah, it looks fine. Great. Almost exactly what I wanted. Well, it is exactly what I wanted to pick gunmetal. Yeah, let's do this. Let that dry, and we'll do that highlight with that teal. How's the visor look? Looks fine. Yeah, we're looking good all the way around. while that's drying, I still have a lot of black on my palette, so we'll let that brush sit there. Let's go back to our number. Just grab a number. What is this one? 3-0. Let's grab a number big brush. What's this? Number 4. Yeah, number 4. Good old number 4. We're just gonna grab a lot of this black paint. A lot of this black paint because we're gonna do the base. Let this dry. It'll dry a little bit slower. I have too much water. The blue. Yeah, those blue details. Let's find it. So I have these Winsor Newtons, the 0 and the 000. For the fine details, I think let's do the 0. That might be our best bet here for this guy. Found it. There's a turquoise siren. That's going to be the color that glow of the gun is. We'll see. You can see that right there. Good reference. Okay, so it's right here, this bottom edge. Real quick with them. All right, so let's identify where on this gun this paint is going. So with the brush, we're gonna point. So I think we're gonna go here, and then so the model doesn't exactly. I'm looking. So it's not exactly. So normally it looks like we do it here. Looks like we normally go here and then on the bottom. We'll try it, and then I assume both sides. It's a cinder shot. I don't know what a cinder shot is. Explosive. Oh, it's a grenade explosion. All right, it's a grenade launcher. All right, so not exactly the same shape as in the card, but we will do our best. Wow. And then wow. And what we'll do is we'll come and clean this up with the gunmetal again. Or honestly, you know what? Looks fine. Comes up, shows up really good on camera too. We'll do this other side. It's going to be a little harder, but start down here. We can do it here. I'll definitely clean that up with the gunmetal. That one came out pretty bad, but we'll try to get this here. Let's see if it reads. Let's give it a. Let's call it done. Does it read? Would I identify this mini as that mini? Oh yeah. Yep. I know which one that is. That was the goal. So I'll varnish it off camera. I'm gonna let it dry because the varnish can make it run. There we go. 2 of them done. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll get on to the next one.